Hello, guys. A very good evening to everyone. I hope you're all doing well and you're preparing for your exam well. So, today in this session, we are going to cover another English topic which is relevant for any of the entrance exams that you're taking for design. And here, what we are going to discuss in this particular session is about closed test. So, as you might know, closed test is one test in which you will have sentence completion also and comprehension of a passage as well. So you will be given one question in which you have a particular passage given with certain blanks. Those blanks will have numbers given to you. So it might be like 5 blanks in one particular passage, and then you'll have options for all of those questions. So you have to choose the correct option which fits into that particular blank. And this way you have to finish this entire paragraph that is given to you. So without further delay, let's go and try the first one. And if you have any doubts regarding this particular exercise or regarding the particular question, that you can ask. So the first clause that we're going to go with is this one. Here you're looking at this particular passage. First, give it a quick read, and then we'll go to the particular options. It's not a big passage, it's a very tiny passage, so it shouldn't take more than a minute to read through and understand the gist of it. So first thing that you need to do is understand what the passage is talking about, and then you should look at the appropriate options that are given to you. So in the first one over here, this is the first sentence. In dash, arguably, most transformative dash revelatory capacity, it is dash power that enables us to dash with humans whose experiences we have dash shared. So the first part which you're looking at in dash arguably, what do you think would be the appropriate option? Because we're talking about the revelatory capacity, so you have to think of something that fits over here according to that.
Is there?
In there arguably first. But you're talking about imagination, no? It's would be the appropriate one, correct. So you'll go with option number C, which is it's, because you're talking about imagination and it is not going to be using any of these forms, his or our, right? So let's go with it in the first one. Now let's come to the second question. Select the most appropriate option for question number 2. How does not make sense in this option? So does not make sense. All how though? And makes sense. No, arguably most transformative and revelatory capacity. Come to the next part. Okay, that gets really small. Hope it's visible. The last option is little.
The power.
Correct. It's the power that enables us to.
Miss, what is the correct answer?
Option C, the. Now come to question number 4. How do I make it visible so that the options are also seen? I'll just shift these down. Now you can look at the next option. So 4th question you're supposed to look at now. This is the fill in the blank. It is the power. So far we have the sentence in its arguably most transformative and revelatory capacity. It is the power that enables us to dash.
Discuss.
Empathize.
Empathize. It should be empathize.
Empathize.
Yeah, so there is a little mistake over here, but it should be empathize with humans whose experiences we have because we're talking about imagination. So think about what is that
Never shade.
never share. Correct. So we'll go with never in this one. And here instead of empathize, it should be empathize. So never, option B is the right option for question number 5. Now coming to the second clause. Let's look at the second one. Same directions. You're supposed to read the passage, try to understand what the fill-ups require, and try to fill them up. So right now we're talking about magic shop. So the first pronoun that you're going to use over here is going to be regarding the magic shop.
It once.
Correct. It. A shop window of dash little objects.
Alluring.
Alluring is correct. Alluring is something which is enticing. So here alluring fits and not other forms because the forms are not accurate according to the sentence that is given. A shop window of alluring little objects, magic balls, magic hens, wonderful cones, magic dolls, and all those dash of things. So which one do you think?
Sort.
Sort of things, correct. Let me just shift them down so that you can see the next part. So now you're looking at question number 9. But never had I thought of going in
Until.
one day, Jip hold me by my finger, right dash to the window. So until is correct over here.
Write down. Or
Now down to the window, down the street you will use, not down to the window.
write up.
Right up to the window would be the correct usage. Correct. So over here, you'll be using up to the window. So far, what we're looking at is I had passed it once or twice, a shop window of alluring little objects, all those sort of things, but never had I thought of going in until one day, Kip hauled me by my finger right up to the window. So these are the correct options. If you have not written the correct ones, you can write them now. Now let's try the next passage. I hope you're finding no issues solving these. These are easy enough, right? Any difficulties so far?
No, ma'am.
All right. So this is how the closed test is going to be. Some of you were
Ma'am?
asking earlier about this. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, this is my first class. Do we get these questions in the app? Is it available?
I'll be sharing this file after I'm done teaching this topic. So you'll be
Oh.
able to get it in the
Okay,
group.
ma'am. Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to this particular one now.
Accept.
Fail to accept. But isn't
Accept.
it,
Accept.
we observe that examinations fail to dash this development accurately. Don't you think it should be something regarding the understanding the result of
Assess.
assess? Yeah, assess should be the correct option over here. Because we are already talking about the acceptance of aim of education as harmonious development of human personality. So over here, the sentence is saying that examinations are not really the right way to assess a person's potential or what development they have gone through. So assess, which is option C, should be the correct option in this case. Okay, now come to the next one. 12th, they neither take a dash of one's physical and spiritual development, dash even of
Measure.
Measure.
Scope.
neither take a
Scope.
Measure.
measure would be correct in this case. Scope also is close, but measure is more correct. Now, 13th one, let's try. They neither take a dash of one's physical and spiritual development, dash even of one's intelligence. So this one is quite easy, no?
Nor.
Nor. Now, next up, we're looking at all the claim. Okay, let me just shift this also. Yeah, so you can go through it while I do this. All they can claim dash is to test one's dash or one's capacity for cramming.
Memory.
No, 14.
To do.
To do, no. To be doing, right? To do. Okay, all they can claim to do. All right. Yeah. The formation of the sentence asks for that. All they can claim to do is to test one's dash. Now you can go with the next one.
Memory.
Memory.
Miss to do was correct, right?
To do is correct. B is correct in this case. And then for the next one, option A is correct for 15th. So overall, we're looking at fail to assess this development accurately. They neither take a dash of one's physical or spiritual development. So this one was measure. And then you were looking at spiritual development. Neither take
Nor even
of one's intelligence. All they can claim to do is to test one's memory or one's capacity for cramming. Correct. Now let's go to the next one. Fourth one.
Ma'am, do we have this in our book?
No, you do not. That's why I'm doing it. This is like sentence completion only, but in a
Excuse
paragraph.
me, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, I'm Shanmapriya and this is my first class.
Okay, you joined late.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's okay. You start solving these. This is just like sentence completion we used to do in school, right? You must have done
Yes,
something.
ma'am.
So it's like one, you're looking at comprehending the passage that is given and then thinking of what is the appropriate option that you can put in these particular blanks that are given. So for each blank, the number is provided over here. For 16th one, these are your options, and you have to choose the correct option that will fit over here. Like that, you have to solve the entire passage.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
As resulted.
The surge
Have resulted.
As resulted.
has resulted. Correct. Now, next one. The surge has resulted partly from civil war in Syria, which has forced 3 million people to dash their homeland. So we are talking about them leaving their homeland. So what do you think it will be?
Flee.
Flood.
Flee is correct. So there is another form of flee given over here. Fled is in the past. So we will go with flee because it is talking about how they have left it. So we'll go with option number B for 17th. Now next one. Europe, peaceful, affluent, and comparatively close is a preferred dash. Now you can get Europe, peaceful, affluent, and comparatively close is a preferred
Destination.
destination. Because other options do not fit over here. What is the meaning of affluent? Prosperous. So when you talk about affluence, it means having money, having power, and having other means. Now come to the next one. It's where the desperate meets the developed, often with the aid dash reckless human traffickers. Refugees attempt to cross the waters in rubber dinghies that can dash, plunging the occupants into the sea. So we are looking at 19 right now.
Aid of.
For
Often with the aid
On.
of, because you're talking about help of. So aid is another word for help, right? So with help, you'll be using of. Is that fine? Any doubts regarding this one?
Miss, can you explain it once more?
So when you talk about aid, aid means help, and you say help of, and you do not say help for when you're talking about someone giving you help, right? So this is why we will use aid of and not aid for.
As resulted. Next one now.
Next one. Next one.
As resulted.
No, that is not this one. The 20th
Okay.
section, no. Rubber dinghies that can dash.
Convert.
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 capsize.
Capsize. Capsize means something which is submerged or something which will, right? So rubber dinghies that can capsize, plunging the occupants into the sea. So it means it can fall into the water and the occupants can also fall into the sea. Make sense? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's go to the next one now. Just paste it. Fifth one. Polar bears.
Very.
Correct. They are very strong swimmers and their large front paws dash they used to pedal. So what do you think would be dash which they used to pedal? which they use to pedal, are dash well.
Slightly.
Nimbly wouldn't fit. So obviously these three are the only options we'll be going
Option
with.
C.
Option C,
Slightly.
correct option in this case. Now let's go with 24th. Some polar bears have been seen dash hundreds of miles
Swimming.
Wondering.
Swimming.
Option D.
Swimming.
R- Running.
Okay, so
Option D.
yeah. So with this, like, you understand what this particular topic is about. So this was a basic introduction to closed test. Okay.